So I bought something for you, Max. I bought you a present.
Okay.
And you remember back in a couple years ago, I was really into smelling salts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like not really into them. And like smelling salts, for those who don't maybe think I'm like talking about some crazy narcotic, I'm not. They're legal. And like Larry Fitzgerald, NFL players, it's you put them under your nose and you get knocked out, concussed, maybe, or if you just want a nice little jolt of energy.
Dude, it's intense, but
It's
yeah.
intense. It is intense. And so
Fully legal.
on the Joe Rogan podcast,
Oh,
he had this guy
okay.
Juju Mufu, or maybe saying his name wrong,
Okay.
inventor of the world's strongest smelling salts, which we have in my hand right now for you, Max, to give a try of the world's strongest smelling salts.
Why am I doing this?
Because you're Max Schwab.
Actually, screw it. Let's fucking
Yeah.
go.
So, it's called
See-
the world's strongest smelling salts. I've done them. They're good. And we're going to see live reaction of Max Schwab doing them. So, here we go.
Okay.
Happy Monday.
Go Mariners, I guess.
Be careful, Max.
Just
Take
here,
it.
just-
Take and go.
no,
No. Put the bottle to your nose. Do you put the bottle to your nose, my guy? Yep. And then
Dude, I'm so scared. Why are we doing this?
Smell it right from here. I can
He's
smell it.
shaking right now too.
I'm
Do it.
shaking.
Do it. Go. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh,
Dude, it's so bad. It's good, isn't it? It's good. Breathe.
oh,
Yeah, breathe in and out.
oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're crying.
I just saw God.
You're crying. I just saw God.
Oh. Why?
Yeah.
You have that?
Yeah, it's the world's strongest smelling salts, man. I wasn't lying.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good. You awake? You feeling good?
Hello, Mariner fans. Welcome back to 2 of episode 75. My name is Max Schwabi, here with Chris Sobba and our producer, Evan Barron. His wife is in Tahiti eating lemon ziti, serving up them meaty sandwiches,
Gosh.
bars. We are going to talk about a handful of things today. Most notably, I wanted to bring something up that we haven't discussed yet. MLB's Top 100 that came out about a month ago. I always find that fascinating. And then we're going to dive into World Baseball Classic. And then, I don't know, I think Chris has a hot take on Chris Flexen, which we'll get to.
Sure.
Sure?
Yeah.
Right on?
Yeah, I love it.
All right, let's get into it. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Oh, Colton Long. We're watching the game live again. Getting into Colton Long making nasty plays at second base.
Long is raw. Let's start with MLB Top 100. Are you aware of the Mariners that made that list?
Yeah, Ty France, Julio, Luis Castillo, Teoscar Hernandez,
those four.
and Marco Gonzalez.
Nope. No, Ty France came in at number 89, which I think he can be higher up there. Teoscar Hernandez, I have him here as Teoscar Hernia. I don't know why. He was 83, makes sense, but we have still yet to see what he's capable of, but we're very excited about it. Luis Castillo is number 67, and then you skip all the way up to number 16, and there's J-Rod. A very appropriate ranking. But what I wanted to ask you is, do you think these numbers are right? And do you think any other Mariners belong on that list?
Dude, I don't put any weight into the MLB rankings in the slightest. I think anything that I just like Mike Trout was number one.
No, he wasn't.
What was he?
Last year?
Yeah. What was Mike Trout?
Number
2,
3.
3.
He's
The
number
guy
2 this year, and Shohei
I know.
back-to-back number 1.
So Mike Trout was number 2 this year.
He is number 2 this year. Yeah.
I just don't think that those people who make those lists put enough emphasis onto the games played department of recent
the games what?
games played
Games played
category.
department.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And if a guy has been missing a lot of games lately, which Mike Trout, I'm trying to forget what I know the last couple seasons he's missed a good amount of games. I think he played like 113. last year. The year before was like 34. And then the year before was 50, but that was COVID year or something like that.
Yeah, but I
and so, but like, he's obviously nasty. He's so fucking good when he's playing. He's the best player in baseball.
Raw talent.
Yes. And I'm not saying that he's not the best player, but when he's healthy. And like, you have to, if it's the best player in baseball right now who's healthy, like, I just don't think the guy who's been playing the games, I don't think that number's there enough. And for a guy who's hasn't been playing often, but still to make it as number 2 or 3, like Mike Trout, I get why he did, but then like, I just don't like the list. I don't know.
Well, okay, fine. You like the list, you hate the list. I don't care. If you could add other Mariners in there, who would they be?
Dude, I don't know if we like, let's be honest. I don't think we have anybody in there yet. Like, maybe if you're going to do category wise by like pitchers, like closers, relief, starters, you could put Andres Munoz in there as like a top relief pitcher.
I agree.
Right. Does that hold enough weight to put him in the top 100 of all of baseball's players? I don't know. That's tough to decide.
Fair enough. Another reason why I wanted to bring it up is, we're a Mariners podcast. We're going to celebrate our Mariners. I wanted to give you guys my top 5, 6, 7, whatever, on the Mariners this year. Obviously, starting with Julio is number 1. I put Logan Gilbert as number 2. Ty France is number 3. Luis Castillo as 4. Munoz as 5. And then Gino 6. And I guess honorable mentions are Teoscar. We'll see what he does. I even put Kelnick at like number 8, dude. I'm starting to get on that bandwagon.
Oh my gosh, dude. Where the fuck is Cal Raleigh?
I thought I put. Oh, yikes.
Wow.
No. He goes. No. He goes after Gino. Cal Raleigh goes.
Really?
Yes.
At 7?
Yeah.
Cal Raleigh is the 7th best Mariner?
Dude.
So you think Munoz is better than Cal Raleigh?
Yeah. Because
you're on crack, dude.
We pitchers stay together.
Those smelling salts are still messing with you.
Yeah, you bet your ass, dude. I could sue your ass. For that
we
shit,
pitchers.
Man.
We pitchers. Back with the weed. You're not a pitcher.
Dude, we pitchers are a strong people.
Is it like a lifelong fraternity, would you say?
I would say so, yes. Yeah, dude. But like, you look at Shohei Ohtani, and he's a pitcher and a hitter like that. I mean, he's not part of that.
No, God, no. Yeah, he's not on the same level as you.
No,
are.
dude. Just we pitcher onlys.
Cal Raleigh at 7, behind Gino, behind Andres Munoz, behind Ty France. Dude, Ty France is way too high. I was way too high on Ty France last year. Ty France is a freaking awesome baseball player. He's really, really good. He's really consistent when he's healthy. Back on that, but he gets banged up a little bit. But he's not the 3rd best Mariner.
Yeah.
What?
I just was really fired up on him, not last season, but the season before. He was so raw.
He is raw.
But I just think he kind of like cooled off last year. Would you agree?
Yeah, but he's a 2-tool player kind of guy versus somebody like, Kelnick, who I'm not saying Kelnick right now is better than him, but is more of a 3-tool player. Speed, got hopefully a bat, right, and he's good at defense. Ty France's defense has picked up phenomenally. He's been an awesome first baseman, so he's got great defense and he's got a great bat. That's about it.
Okay.
Like what other tools does he have? Like besides his base running ability sucks ass. He can't run for shit.
He's got a pretty swing.
That's hitting. That's the same category. I already covered
fine.
that.
You know what?
You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. And so to have Ty France as the 3rd best Mariner dude. Teoscar Hernandez as number 8.
We haven't seen him play.
As a Mariner, we've seen him play.
I don't care.
We know what he's capable of doing. We know his numbers.
We've seen this time and time again, dude. When we acquire decent players or great players with a lot of potential, they come to Seattle and they shit the bed. All right. I'm hyped on Teoscar Hernandez, but I need to see it to believe it.
We've seen this time and time again. The Mariners have a ton of prospects, and they trade them away, and we never get anybody good in return, like Luis Castillo.
You know what, dude? You know what? Coming in at number 3 instead of Ty France is Evan White.
Oh my God!
Coming in at number 4 ahead of Luis Castillo is Marco Gonzalez.
Yeah, that's the one I'm
All
gonna
right,
go with.
now we're
Heating
cooking.
up,
All right,
baby.
bitch, give me your top 10.
Chris, yeah, what's your top
Yeah.
10?
All right.
If you could change
If I could change, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, let's go. Julio's great at number 1. I think that's
the most logical thing I've done all day.
most logical thing you'll do all year.
And
And then then I'm gonna go Luis Castillo. Then I'm gonna go Cal Raleigh. Then I'm gonna go Teoscar Hernandez. Then I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna put Logan.
Logan's important, but I think there's people who play more that have more value.
Wrong.
Maybe I put Logan there. Actually, Logan's next, and then I'm good with that's my top 5. That's my top
Did
5.
Gino make your top 5?
No, it was Julio. It was
It was Julio. It was Cal Raleigh was number 3.
Yeah, Colorado is number 3. Oh, Luis Castillo is number
Luis
2.
Castillo's number 2.
Teoscar was number 4. And then did I put a 5?
Logan.
Yeah, Logan was 5.
All right,
There you go.
well,
Gino,
I
Gino
think-
can come in at 6.
Yeah. I mean,
And then
Gino's-
Ty France. And then Evan White.
Boo. Anyway, he's getting some playing time. Speaking of playing time, we did want to hop into some spring training stats on the topic of Jared Kelnick. The man is 10 for 23 with 4 bombs, and even a triple, right?
Yesterday,
Yeah.
yeah, we talked about that at the
Hell
opening.
yeah.
I did, as you were going through hell with that ammonia salt.
Oh my god,
Smelling salt.
so painful. Who else is hot? Cole Calhoun is 7 for 20.
I love seeing that.
Yeah, dude.
I love seeing
Yeah, I'm
that.
kind of excited for him. Like, I don't know. I think he batted like 150.
It wasn't great. Yeah, it was like 160 something.
But he was playing for Texas.
Maybe it was 190 something. Actually,
Yeah.
I think it's just below the Mendoza.
Yeah. But he has something to play for now with the Mariners, which will be fun. Mason McCoy. Do you know that name?
Yeah.
You do?
Sounds familiar. The real McCoy?
Mason McCoy.
Yeah, the real McCoy.
The real McCoy? What does that mean?
Never mind. Over your head.
Over my head.
Yep.
Okay, moving on. Mason McCoy is 8 for 20. What? He's a young kid, is he not? Tell me more about Mason McCoy. I'm trying.
He's
to...
currently up to bat right now, too.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so Mason McCoy last year, he had 124 games with Tacoma. I knew that stat off the top of my head, not because he's up to bat in Root Sports. It's,
Oh, it's
I don't
deep.
I don't know much about Mason McCoy at all.
And he flies out.
I don't
of
know
the
much about
warning
Mason McCoy at all, if I'm
track.
being honest.
Well,
I'm not going to pretend that I do.
okay, fine. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
And welcome to my life. Okay, where
Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to say this story, and maybe I've said this on the podcast before, so apologies if I'm repeating it. But to our new listeners, here you go. I was at a Seattle Kraken game a while ago, and I had really good seats, and in front of me was this guy. He's season ticket holder, and he clearly was going to all these games, diehard Kraken fan. And I was appreciating his passion. And I love the Kraken too. I'm from Seattle, right? It's cool. I don't have the same passion for them as I do the Seattle Mariners. And I will have conversations with people about the Mariners where, like I can start talking about contract, and I can start talking about like trades and like some AAA guys, and people like your average Joe fan is like, holy shit, buddy, slow down. You're way over my head. I can't keep up. Right. And
well, you do that to me, and that happens.
Sure. So
Yeah.
boom. All right. Anyways, and there's me and this guy back at the Kraken game talking, and he's like, "You a Kraken fan?" I'm like, "Oh hell yeah, buddy, love the Kraken." I'm just kind of blowing smoke up his ass, and then he starts talking about contracts and Grubauer's contracts, and starts talking about the minor league guys, and I am just like, "Whoa."
Yeah, autopilot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, buddy, I got to be honest with you. I lied. I don't know much about the Kraken at all. Everything you're saying is going way over my head. And while I'm talking and saying all this in my head, I'm thinking at the same time, like, wow, this is how it is for like sometimes when I'm talking with other people, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm out of my element. I am exposed.
You guys will make fun of me for saying Mike Ford, and that I don't know where I was going.
Yeah. You
Who's even told me to
Yeah.
shut up? Well, I no. Well, now you know what it's like sometimes.
Yeah.
Although, I think it's especially since the Kraken are relatively new to us. I think it's okay to be a fair weather fan.
Yeah.
in order to eventually jump on that bandwagon. I do see myself getting more into hockey. The Kraken are pretty freaking raw.
They're about to make playoffs,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
God
and they're
dang.
sick.
God
Second
dang.
season. Yeah. So
And
we're
you
excited.
wanna know who else is raw? Speaking of second, number twos,
Yes.
Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy
Who wears number 2?
is heat.
Weird segue, but I made it work.
Yeah.
The dude's batting 333 right now in spring training with an OPS of 1047. If I don't know if y'all remember a few years ago when we had Tom Murphy and god dang, who was this catcher? It's gonna kill me. Play for the Brewers. Omar
Kenji-
Alvarez.
Kenji Jojima.
That was it. Kenji Jojima and Tom Murphy, who both wore number 2, played on the same team at the same time. It was Tom Murphy and Omar. Who did I say?
Omar Navarez.
Omar Navarez. Thank you. And they were like a 1-2 punch at catcher where we were just rotating them based off of if it was a righty or lefty pitching.
Right.
And that combo was so fucking good. Their numbers together were like batting average was over 300. The slugging percent, everything was just if it was a one-person catcher with those stats, it was like an all-star year. It's crazy. So let's see if Kyle Raleigh can stay doing what he does. And we all know he's a much better hitter from the left side of the plate. While he can still do it from the right side, he's better from the left. And we do want him catching most often because he's great managing.
I see where you're going. Yeah.
But if Tom Murphy can be a 275, a 250 hitter, hit us 15, 20, 25 bombs, bring us in, 70, 60, 70, 80 RBIs. Holy shit.
And you're saying he would go up against the lefties, right?
Yes.
See much. We see much
so
more
strong.
We'd see much more of Cal Raleigh, right?
Well, we're still going to see a lot of Cal Raleigh, no doubt about it. But I'm just saying, having that as a backup catcher, every team needs a backup catcher that's good. If you have a good backup catcher, like if Tom Murphy can be that guy,
yeah.
Damn.
The only problem we've ever really had with Tom Murphy is his bat, right? But if he's able to turn that on, that's a huge plus.
Yeah, well, his bat, but the one problem I had with him a lot was Omar Navarez, I think, as well. Honestly, like a lot of the catchers until like last year, it just seemed a huge problem was getting a ball on a short hop at home from right field, left field, center field, shortstop, second base. I don't care who it was coming from. If it was a shortstop to the catcher, they were not digging it and making the tag. They'd always drop the ball.
Yeah.
They were always dropping it. And
I do
really
remember
annoying.
that.
It was really annoying.
And Terens.
Luis Terens, yes. Thank you. Yeah. Like it was really annoying.
Yeah.
And so that
you have one job, it's to catch.
the ball. And so hopefully that's a lot better. Continues to stay on the trend this year as it did last year.
Yeah. One last thing I wanted to bring up on stats during spring training. Drew Ellis.
Yeah.
Are you aware of him?
Yeah, a little bit. But
a little bit, yeah. 0 for 15.
Okay.
In spring training, 8 strikeouts.
Is this like a new segment we got last week? You started bringing up players who are just playing like shit, and you keep doing that.
Well,
then you just say they're shitty stat. Then you look at me like, "What do you want me to say?" Like, what the hell am I supposed to say? How am I supposed to follow?
I don't know.
I don't know. My hands are tied. What do I do with my hands?
You say, yeah, that guy sucks.
And that's what I'm doing. That guy sucks.
Great. Moving on.
Great. I hope you do better though, Drew Ellis.
What do you want me to say?
Oh my gosh.
Should we transition to World Baseball Classic, or is there anything else you want to talk about? Training.
Ooh, how many days? We got 10 days. 9 days?
Oh, 10 days since we leave?
Yeah, 10 days until we leave on the 22nd at 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah. And
yes.
18 or 19 days until opening day.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
Wow.
Freaking crazy, man.
I broke up with my girlfriend, and for Christmas, she got me opening day tickets. But she kept them.
Oh.
I was on Hinge.
Can I be your girlfriend?
I was on Hinge the other day.
Yeah.
And I was swiping. And I saw her, and she had one of her things was, a good reason to go on a date with me or whatever was because I have opening day tickets to spring training, and I was like, ha,
dude, savage.
I was dying.
Yep. Here at Monday Mojo, the boys get no women. We are.
What I'm saying.
Okay. Well, that is a bummer, and I wish you well.
No, we're gonna go together though. This is good.
Well, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, actually, that's way better.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Moving into World Baseball Classic.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Okay. Moving into World Baseball Classic, we have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 Mariners representing planet Earth playing for a myriad of countries.
Whoa, hold on. Wait. Yeah. That works. Yep. Yep.
Planet Earth.
Yep.
Right?
All right.
Most notably, Diego Castillo and Teoscar Hernandez, Julio Rodriguez are all playing for República
Why do
Dominicana.
we start with Diego Castillo after fall? Most notably, the first name is Diego Castillo.
Just was on this is how I had on my list. Fine.
know, it's
Julio
just-
Rodriguez, Teoscar Hernandez, and Diego Castillo are playing for República Dominicana.
I like that list better.
They have the most. I mean, I'm gonna read you guys their lineup for Dominican Republic. Julio Rodriguez, Juan Soto, Manny Machado, Teoscar Hernandez, Devers, Franco, Jeremy Pena,
What's Franco's first name?
Wander.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Sorry.
You know it.
And then Sanchez. Do I know a Sanchez? Gary Sanchez. Gary.
Hey,
Let's go, dude.
Damn, I didn't think you were gonna get it.
Dude. But they are the filthiest team as far as being stacked. But their first game, they played against Venezuela, who also has one of our favorites, Eugenio Suarez. And they upset Venezuela beat Dominican Republic 5-1. That's a BFD in my eyes.
Big fucking deal.
That is a big fucking deal, man. And then meanwhile, over in Tokyo, in I think Pool B or whatever, Japan is 4-0. I don't. Do they even play any more table games? Are you aware? Are you even keeping up with?
No, Max.
So I'm talking to myself here, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in Monday Mojo history, I'm watching baseball, and Chris Sobba
that's what's going through my mind right now. I'm flabbergasted with like what you're talking.
Wander Franco
with what you're saying
Gary
right now. Like
Sanchez.
your bar is so low that it's enabling what you're saying to be
Well, you know
flabbergasting
what?
me right now.
I
I hold your baseball knowledge so that bar is
I
so
understand
low,
that.
and you are miles above it right now.
I tell you what, dude.
Well done.
Look, I want to go on a
Killing
rant.
it, you're killing it.
I appreciate it. I want to go on a rant here for a sec, okay? I've always owned being the person that knows a little bit less about baseball relative to Zweifel, yourself, and even Evan.
But I was a pitcher.
I'm not done, okay? You know, I take it from a stance of there are a lot of people that are listening to our podcast that might also not know the advanced knowledge that you guys spew.
I don't
into
even
the
know that
microphone.
much.
Well, I'm just saying, dude, like we have a variety of listeners out there, right? A lot of them, sure, they probably know more about Mariners baseball and baseball in general than me, even though I played it for well over a decade and was a very successful pitcher. But you'll notice on our last reel that we posted from last week's episode, our buddy Cam Breen posted a comment ultimately calling me out and saying that, yeah, I made a mistake. And his words were losing credibility, which Cam Breen, I love you, bud, but fuck right off.
Throwing you a chair, Cam Breen.
Yeah,
Sit down.
throwing you a chair, Cam Breen. But I came to play today,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you did.
right?
Yes.
So, I'm putting in work just like you've always wanted me to.
It's like we're in spring training right now with the podcast.
dude.
We've been
Jared Kelnick right now.
I'm Jared
Max
Kelnick,
is
yeah.
doing with Jared Kelnick right now. He's hitting over 400 OPS of fucking something over 12 something. I don't really know.
Yeah,
killing it.
I
Killing the
appreciate it.
game.
But anyway, moving on. Japan is raw. Shohei. One thing I did notice, and I know you haven't seen or haven't been watching, but if you ever do watch, I don't know if there's going to be another game held at the Tokyo Dome, but if you ever do watch Japan play, the way the Japanese fans watch baseball is actually quite fascinating.
Oh, it's lovely.
Well, because before the pitch comes, the ballpark pretty much goes silent. It's almost like golf,
Really?
right? Like before the play happens, like you can barely hear anything. But like when Shohei gets a hit or strikes someone out, it erupts.
Yeah.
The stadium erupts. So I found that fascinating. They watch baseball just, fan etiquette is a real thing. No one's out there like being too drunk and shouting like Chris Sobba.
Hey, okay, let's get that out of here. I'm not like that anymore. I'm loud. I'm not. I'm not.
That's
a
right.
drunk
You're
loud
cynical
person.
now.
I'm
That's
not.
right.
No, I'm not.
That's
I'm
right.
loud. I'm just not a drunk loud. I'm just I'm
You're right,
not. I'm
you're
not loud off
Which
of booze. That's
is-
different.
Which is almost more concerning to me.
That would be. Whoa. Oh, that I'm just loud and
That you're
sober?
loud
Like I'm
and
not.
sober,
But I'm not
yeah.
sober.
Right, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like sounding like people might think I have an alcohol problem. I don't. Snip that in the butt right now.
nip that in the bud.
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 I like butts better than butt. Ooh, I
I'm
do. I do
just
like.
telling
Bud. I
you,
do like
it's
bud.
bud.
I do like bud.
That in the bud.
Yeah.
But one other thing that I thought was fascinating too about World Baseball Classic, Team Italy has an espresso machine in their dugout. That's pretty fun.
That's so awesome because I am such a big proponent of coffee, and I would love to have an espresso machine on deck just in beer league softball's dugout. An espresso martini, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're
Just
talking.
house
And it's like you hit a home run and you're like, shot, you know,
Yeah,
espresso shot.
Espresso shots. Espresso
Yeah.
shot.
Oh my god! But wouldn't we be shitting ourselves?
So maybe not really. I don't. Maybe I do. It does make you do that. It's
Team
kind of
Italia.
like, yeah. There's a pitcher I believe on Israel.
Wait. Do you know who coaches Team Italy?
No.
Guesses? Anyone?
Who?
No.
No.
Mike Piazza.
Wow. Cool. Pizza.
Whoa, that's a cool fact, Max.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Look, I've done all my facts. Can you guys?
Cooper Hummel is so good. He's just going off. Another hit. That's a double. Bring one in.
It's an RBI double by Cooper Hummel as we're watching the Tejas.
Dude, he hit a bomb last time we were doing this.
Yeah, dude.
Do we need to start recording live?
What?
Like recording podcasts while we're watching Mariners games live?
Well, it's
Good things seem to happen.
like, yeah, I guess, but like
We are down
well,
2-1.
Well, I know, but
No, this is I was being
our listeners are
facetious. I
not
was being
necessarily
facetious.
okay. Got it.
All right.
Great.
What else do we got?
I don't know. I've done a lot of fact spitting.
Yeah.
Can you?
Well, it's slow week in baseball. You
Reciprocate.
guys, spring training keep going on. Root Sports, I think they have something like 6 games televised this month. Put our team on TV more.
I
don't
agree.
understand it.
I've also heard this
It's fucking
from
crazy.
like some of our buddies. They're like, dude, why are the Mariners like?
It's
Mariners-
insanity.
Yeah.
It's absolutely well. Okay, I did say that the other day. I was talking with a buddy, and I was like, "What in the world could they possibly be playing right now?" And it was the Portland Trail Blazers game.
Oh well.
Yeah, so that's
Got Blazers. They got the Kraken. They
So
got
I
the
get
Mariners.
it.
But
I get it at
They're
the
not-
same
but-
time.
but-
But give us
Marin-
another option.
but
Root
Mariner
Sports
games-
Plus,
Mariner-
another stream of Root Sports to like have
no,
different
dude,
options.
Mariner games take place during the day. Those Kraken and
No, when I was having this conversation, this scenario, I was whatever I was describing was a real scenario, and I was like, actively, the game was going, the Mariners game was going, and I was like, what else could they possibly be playing right now? And at that second,
probably
same
people
time,
fishing, dude.
was the Portland Trail Blazers
Okay.
basketball game.
Got it.
Yeah.
One last thing I think we need to address. You had an interesting theory on Chris Flexen.
Oh, I think he's gonna. He's really good, and he's playing phenomenal. He's got his stats: 1.08 ERA in 3 games so far in spring training, 6 strikeouts, 8 1/3 innings pitched. Nothing to really go right home about, right? But I think he's gonna get traded. And I think he's gonna get traded to the Pirates, and I think we're gonna get Brian Reynolds, and he's gonna get somebody else in that trade, probably another pitcher.
You think we're gonna get Brian Reynolds?
But I'm hoping we get Brian Reynolds, and I'm hoping this is where the trade happens. But I think that he gets traded before opening day starts.
Why is it that you
Because he's a really good starting pitcher, and there's teams that are going to see him
Oh.
doing good. And since we can utilize him better out of the bullpen than we can Marco Gonzalez out of the bullpen, and we have both of them who we cannot option, we're going to keep Marco Gonzalez as a starting pitcher because we can't get rid of him. It's stupid. That's probably what's going to happen, though. So with that being said, Chris Flexen's still a really, really good, not a really, really, really good pitcher, but he's a good enough pitcher as a 3 or 4 or 5 to go to a team that can be competitive and that has assets to
the
give
Pirates
back to
are
us,
not going
like
to be competitive?
whatever. Fucking A. I want it to
Also,
go to the Pirates. I'm not saying it's going to.
Brian
I
Reynolds,
want it.
I thought we're already taken care of in the outfield, dude.
I want more. He's a switch hitter. We can put him, dude.
So
Give me
is-
more. I don't care. Give me more. We can always think we're going to be taken care of in the outfield. I'll take Brian Reynolds. But that's what I have. I think Chris Flexen's going to get traded before opening day. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
TGIM, ladies and gentlemen. That's another episode of Monday Mojo. I think that's where we can wrap it up.
I think so too. Keep your eyes out on the whatever you call it, the trade rumors, because that shit's going down like downtown
Freddie Brown.
Freddie Brown. Charlie Brown. Thank
down
you for
Freddie Brown.
listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. We're a fun group of dudes that want to share our fun with you guys. As always, go Mariners. Go on.